Hello friends, welcome to Bankers Platform. So friends, today we have come with a case study question, and this question will be helpful for international trade finance and certificate course in foreign exchange exam. For both the exam, this case study will be very helpful, and we'll discuss here how you have to tackle the case studies. So we have seen friends that in the pattern of the exam is changed from the October. So from October onwards, the rather I can say September. Okay, September. From September 2005, the pattern of the exam is totally changed. Now IIBF is asking more number of case study based questions. And case study based questions are very lengthy. So for clearing the exam, you should have the patience to read these case studies and understand what they want. And then you have to select the most appropriate answer. So answers are also not very straightforward. You have to use your knowledge, use your critical thinking, and then only you have to give the most appropriate answer because many answers will be there. So those answers will appear to be correct, but it will not be correct. Options will be like A and B, B and C, C and D. So like this, the examiner is confusing the candidates. Okay, so there is so much confusion is happening, and from previous two session, many very less number of candidates are able to clear the exam. So exam paper has become very difficult. So you have to prepare yourself for the worst situation because you never know what type of exam is going to come for you. Okay, so here we'll discuss the case study that how they are framing the case study. So like this type of lengthy case study will be there, which will be of we can say 300 to 400 words will be there in the case study. So let's start. So this is a case study of Rajesh Export Private Limited India. Signs a contract with Hot Haven Trading BV Netherlands to supply 200 metric ton of processed basmati rice. As per the contract, as per the contract, payment must be made through an irrevocable documentary letter of credit available by negotiation subject to UC PDC 600. Okay. And with 90 days usance paid from the bill of lading date. Now, this foreign party instructs its bank, ING Bank, to issue the LC in favor of Rajesh Export. The LC permit partial shipment, prohibits transshipment, and requires shipment strictly from Mundra Port, India to Rotterdam Port, Netherlands. Okay. So what documents are required? So here list of documents are given what are required as per LC. First, commercial invoice, packing list, full set, clean on board. Full set, clean on board, ocean bill of lading, consigned to order, blank endorsed. Okay. Now phytosanitary certificate of origin issued by APEDA. Insurance policy 110% CIF value. Now, this LC latest date of shipment is 10th March 2026 and expiry is 20th March 2026 in India. Now, this Rajesh Export ships the goods on 8th March. However, due to congestion at Mundra port, the vessel is delivered to Nava Sheva port. And the actual loading take place there accordingly. The bill of lading shows Nava Shiva port, though the contract and LC specify Mundra port. Now this Rajesh Export submits the document to its bank. So the bank of Rajesh Export is ICICI Bank for negotiation. So this bank finds the discrepancy. Port of loading differ from LC term. Invoice description states basmati rice grade A, whereas LC mentioned processed basmati rice. Insurance policy for 100% of CF value, not 110%. Packing list weighs different slightly from invoice weight. So these are the discrepancy that ICICI Bank has found. Okay, other than that, This negotiating bank ICICI asked the beneficiary whether to send documents on approval basis. Rajesh Export insists the discrepancy are minor and negotiate under reserve. Documents are forwarded to the issuing bank. Who is the issuing bank? That is ING Bank here. Okay. And now under UC PDC 600, the issuing bank, ING Bank, must determine compliance within 5 banking days. ING issues a notice of refusal, citing all for discrepancy, but applicant later instruct acceptance on the condition that a discount of $12,000 be agreed to compensate for potential insurance shortfall. Now, Rajesh expert dispute this, arguing that the LC allowed partial shipment and weight variations are commercially acceptable. ICICI Bank maintains that under UCP 600 article, the discrepancies were valid. So this is the full case study. Like this, you will be getting the case study in the exam where you have to spend your 4 to 5 minutes to understand the scenario. Okay. So when you are understanding the scenario, then only you will be able to answer the questions which are given. And what questions are given that are not that much difficult, but the time it is taking to understand the background, of the question, that is taking so much time. So that is making a hindrance in clearing the exam. So let's see now, based on this, what are the questions are available. So first question is available under UC PDC 600, which article? Okay, so now we will see here in big screen. Okay, under UC PDC, which article governs the issuing bank maximum time for document examination? So you have to tell which article talks about this, that how much, what is the maximum time that bank will take for examination of document. So this is a very normal question. Everybody knows that banks are taking five. 5 banking days will be taken by the banks to examine the documents. But here, the examiner has twisted the question. They want under which article, under which article it is available. Article 2, Article 14B, Article 18, Article 32. So you have to tell what is the right answer. So what is the right answer? The right answer is Article 14B. Okay. So Article 14B is the correct answer here. So now if you know all the rules of the UCPDC, then only you will be able to do. So if we move to this, our PDF, that is UCPDC, all articles. So here we will go to section, this Article 14. So Article 14 is here. Now this is the Article 14. Article 14 is made for standard for examination of documents. So 14B. Okay. 14B talks that the nominated bank acts it on its nomination, a confirming bank, if any. The issuing bank shall each have a maximum of 5 banking days. So if you know this rule in depth, like Article 14 is there. In Article 14, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, up to it is L. Okay. So you can understand how much deep it is written, single article. So if you remember, then only you can do like Article 14. B is the correct answer in this question. Okay. So Article B is the correct answer. Now next question. Difference in port of lading. Nava Sheva instead of Mundra is treated as what it will be treated: a tolerable commercial discrepancy, a non-documented discrepancy, a material discrepancy under UCP 600 Article 20, not a discrepancy since shipment was before the latest date. So now you can see tolerable, it can be tolerable or not, a non-documented discrepancy. So questions are very, options are very like similar to each other. Okay. So here we'll see what is the correct answer. And the right answer is C. That is a material discrepancy under UCP 600 Article 20. So it is a material discrepancy. Now we'll see Article 20, where it is, let's see Article 20, what it talks about. So here is Article 20, it talks about bill of lading. A bill of lading, however, name must appear to indicate the name of the carrier and be signed. The carrier or a name agent for or on behalf of the carrier. So these all things are in A. A under A, I means first is there, then second is there, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, then B. B talks about this transshipment. Okay, so here they have not asked any subsection, only Article 220.